Hey, how are you guys? This is Zapto from KDNF. This is the second part of the newbie guide from yesterday, and the video is going to have two parts. The first part is going to be about farming unique 100 gear, and the second part will be about farming legendary 100 gear. I'm going to keep posting helpful tips about the game as you get the updates, so don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned. Thank you. So, even if you hit the max level, your character normally won't have any powerful gear to equip right away. Well, DFO made a shortcut dungeon for newbies where you can farm unique rarity 100 gear right away. That's going to be almost as powerful as the entry level epic item set from level 95, which is called the Harlem Epics. The dungeon is called Ghent Palace, and you're gonna need at least 100 rare gear to start running the normal level of it. So this means that you're gonna need some money to buy those rare gears, but they're not expensive, so don't worry. Those equips are gonna cost you around 800k of gold, and how do you make that money? I'm gonna show you right now. If you have a first character that has the Super Tabers and Prey gear from the event, you can head right away to the new dungeon named Stormy Way, which will make you around 1 million gold for a full day run of fatigue points. If you don't have any characters since you started late or you just returned, you can go to the Bloody Lane dungeon located in the Metro Center area, which will make you at least 200k a day. I made a summary on the screen so you can just reference this. If you made around 800 strands of gold, go to the auction and in the rarity section, put in rare. In the level section, put in 100, and it won't let me write 100 in DFO yet, so I'll just put 95 for now. You can change that to 100 later, and then buy one of everything from the weapon, armor, accessory, and special equips. This will cost around 800 grands. It might feel a lot for newbies, but it's not. You'll be able to make that money. And yeah, in this way, just make a full set of rare level 100 gears. You are now ready to go to Ghent Palace, and I'm gonna show you the way how to get there and how it's gonna feel using rare gear to run through the dungeon. So this was Ghent Palace, and you can play it 6 times a day. it's gonna cost you 48 fatigue points. And with the 100 rare gear you just bought, you will be able to play it, and you're gonna be rewarded 40 Mark of North pieces, and that's used to buy 100 unique gear. And sometimes the boss is gonna drop a complete unique gear, so you won't have to buy it. And if you're just gonna buy all 12 pieces, it's gonna take 27 days for a full set, but you can just go on to the next step when you get around 9 pieces. Now you're ready to go to the legendary farming dungeons. For the 100 legendary gear, there are 2 dungeons, which is the Land of Memories and the Bottomless Tunnel, which you can do 3 times a day for each one, and it's gonna take you, again, 48 fatigue points. If you got all the 100 unique gears, or you have like Harlem Epics cause you're a returner, you can start with a normal level of these 2 dungeons, and after you get some legendary gears, you can try the expert level. You're gonna get around 16 crystalline of extinction every day, which is used to buy these legendary gears, and it's gonna take 135 days for a full 12 set. But this time, the drop rate of the boss is quite high, so it won't take that long in real. These legendaries' performance is going to be almost as the same as the Super Terrorbears and pre-geared, so once you are full of these, you're ready to go to the raids and the new Oculus dungeon that you're going to get soon. And one more good thing is that this armor set has a synergy, so it might be more welcomed in party plays more than prey gears. Now I'm gonna go to the dungeons and show you how it's like. By the way, I made my gear power almost the same as prey graduates, so please take that into account.
당신을 막는 게 막지 못했군.
Thanks for watching today, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comments. Bye bye.